Okay, assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you all. Can I be heard? Do I have voice in the room? Can I get a one, please? Okay, thank you very much. Well, my thesis, my theory is that, or my statement is that the only logical conclusion made when someone presumed dead is later seen to be alive, walking, talking, eating, is that they were mistaken for dead. So I'll repeat that. The only logical conclusion made when someone presumed dead is later seen to be alive is that they were mistaken for dead. So I believe Jesus, who was seen after the crucifixion, eating food in front of his disciples, showing them his fleshly wounds, so that, Thomas, who was doubting it, he showed them the wounds of his flesh on his material body to prove to them that he was not a ghost, but he was the same person with the same material body. This proves to us that he was not resurrected, but he was simply mistaken for dead. He revived, he was resuscitated, he actually swooned on the cross. So that is my statement that I would start this discussion or debate with. Mike free.
That's your discussion? Okay. So, guys, did he say in the beginning the logical? Did he say the logical? Did he say that? Did Am I heard? Okay. He said the logical, right? Is it logical that someone you put nails in his feet and you crucify him on the cross, and then you have only mark? He would not be able to walk. Do you know how big the nails they put in the cross when they crucify somebody? You know what kind of nails? Is a lot bigger than a knife. They will split your foot almost. So don't talk about logic. Now, is it logical that anyone he was crucified by the Roman and he was able to survive before? Is that what the crucifixion is to kill, not only to torture. So it is against the logic of the punishment itself, because the punishment itself is to crucify, to kill. Secondly, you see, this is a heretic. Uh, those Muslims, they believe Muhammad, by the way, he copied some of the Jews who was living in around the area. They could not believe that Jesus, he resurrected. So they come with an idea that Jesus, he is God, who God made his body crucified. But the true Jesus never been crucified. This is why the Quran says it was made to appear to them. Where Muhammad he got this from? He got it from Waraq ibn Nawfal. Where Waraq ibn Nawfal he got this from? He got it from those Jews. They called them the Dutist. Those people, they are extremely, let us say, believers that there's no Jesus is a man. Jesus is not never been a man. Jesus always is God, and because he have the power of God, he made a body appear in front of us as if it's a man, but the fact he is not. So this is why those people, they said when there was a crucifixion in the cross, it was not happening for real. It was made to appear that Jesus was crucified. And this is where the prophet of the Abdul, he got his story from. This is why it says it made to appear to them. Now, if we discuss the Quran without going to those people who believe in that, uh, the Quran says it was made to appear to them. What does that mean? What does that mean? Dialogue, let me ask you before we continue. Are you an Ahmadiyya? Dialogues? Are you an Ahmadiyya? Okay, well, you are not a Muslim anyway. So we are debating about what? You are a person. Isn't it funny that someone who's an Ahmadiyya, he speak about logic? Like, is it logic that your guy who claimed to be the Messiah, he was married for 3 years? Let me tell you my story. I was Jessica for 5 years. And then I wake up, I found myself a Christian prince. So how an Ahmadiyya guy, he speak about logic when you are coming from religion, have nothing to do with logic. Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, when he went to the Kaaba, you know what happened, guys? everybody go around the Kaaba except Ahmad Mirza. The Kaaba was going around him. I think it was the hash. Too much drugs. The Kaaba is going around him. Why? Who is the one is fixed and who is the one is movable? So when someone he is an Ahmadiyya and then he speak in the logic, he is very funny. And then guys, Jesus, he disappeared. He wasn't crucified. He disappeared. He appeared where? He appeared in India. But when? After 2,000 years. So where he was living in earth? He was living in earth under what? Like what he was. From the time he was, let us say, disappeared in Jerusalem, as this guy, he said he was crucified. He was not raised from the death. Until he appeared in India as Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, where he was, what he was doing, dialogue. Your mic.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, first of all, with regards to your statement about logic, about being Mary for 3 years, he very clearly stated that this was a metaphor, that he was like Mary, that Mary was devoted to God. Similarly, he was devoted to God, thoroughly devoted to God. So this was a metaphor. He clearly stated that he was using it as a metaphor, that first he was like Mary, then he became like Jesus, metaphorically speaking, not a reincarnation, not that he was like Jessica for 3 years or whatever. He very clearly stated he was a metaphor. Now, with regards to your statement about the Kaaba going around Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam, actually that is a statement about Guru Nanak, the Sikh, the founder of the Sikhs, not about Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam. But let me go back to about the crucifixion. You said the nails in his feet were too big. He would not be able to walk. Well, actually, the nails are not life-threatening wounds. And the thieves who were nailed on the cross with Jesus, they had to break their legs. Why? Because they survived the crucifixion. If they had been taken down from the cross, they would have walked away alive. They would have walked alive. In fact, there are people in the Philippines, Christians, Catholics, I think, who crucify themselves, who nail themselves to the cross, and after a few days they are taken down and they survive. In fact, Josephus talks about one of his friends who was crucified, who was nailed to the cross, and he begged the Romans that he was one of his friends and he should be taken down, and he was taken down and he survived. So this is recorded in history. Crucifixion normally took about an average of 3 days, sometimes even up to 7 days, and rarely 9 days has been reported. And Jesus was on the cross, depending upon which gospel you read, for 3 hours according to one gospel, and for 6 hours according to another gospel. So 3 to 6 hours is simply not enough to bring about death on the cross. When you're talking about days, hours is simply not enough. Leave aside the contradiction between the gospels. 3 hours, 6 hours, big deal. Okay? But the fact is that those hours were simply not enough to bring about death on the cross. Now you asked, what does it mean, made to appear to them? Because the Quran says, وَمَا كَتَلُوهُ وَمَا سَلَبُوهُ وَلَكِنْ شُبِّهَ لَهُم. That is, he appeared to them like so. So what it means is that Jesus appeared to them like a crucified person. He appeared to them as though he had died on the cross. But he didn't actually die. It was only a conjecture, and they were not certain about it. They did not kill him for certain. This is what the verse of the Quran says, وَمَا قَتَلُوهُ يَقِينًا. So what the Quran is talking about is Jesus appearing to them like a dead person. And in fact, when Jesus was on the cross, and he was taken down from the cross, his vital signs were not checked. These days they check the vital signs, the blood pressure, the temperature, the pulse, and the respiratory rate. But in those days they did not use to check these vital signs to certify anyone dead. The Roman soldiers were not physicians anyway. So we do not have definitive proof that Jesus actually died on the cross. It is just conjecture. It is just supposition, a presumption. They assumed that he died. Why did they assume that he died? Because he bowed his head. After he finished receiving a drink on the cross, according to John chapter 19 verse 30, he bowed his head, and this was mistaken as a sign of death. They presumed that he gave up the ghost after he bowed his head. But actually it is very interesting from the logical point of view. It is very interesting that he bowed his head after receiving the drink. The question that would be asked is, what was in the drink that made him bow his head? Was it an opiate, perhaps? Maybe some friends of Jesus put an opiate in the drink because they wanted him to appear as though he had died. So maybe that is the meaning of the verse. He was made to appear to them like so. That is, he was made to appear to them as though he had died on the cross by giving him a drink which rendered him unconscious. Okay, your mic.
Alright. Am I heard, guys? Am I heard? You see, the funny that you forgot, and you claim that you are knowledgeable about the crucifixion, that they did use an arrow and they hit Jesus in his chest. And the Bible says blood and water came out. And according to science, that only dead men, dead ones, water will come from their body. So when you say it was only crucifixion, you are first lying. It's not only the nails. When I mentioned the nails, I was saying how he was walking around with the nails. Somebody, he just put nails, you know. He need to recover. He need some time. He need to go to put bandage around his arms, his hand and his feet. Correct, guys? I did not mention the death. I was mentioning how somebody was just crucified. He was walking around as if nothing happened, but yet he have wound as marks only, which means there's no wound really, only mark. Now, when they used the arrow to hit him and the blood and water came out, that is a sign of his death. However, do you have any proof of the whole story you are coming from? You are coming just with assumption. You know, just to show you how stupid the Islamic religion and whoever follow of this cult, because Ahmadiyya is nothing but a baby of the Islam. 600 years after Jesus was crucified, a guy in Saudi Arabia who never met Jesus, who never witnessed to Jesus, he said, it appeared. Actually, that alone is enough to prove that all Muslims are a bunch of liars. Why? Because it says it appeared to us that he was crucified, which means none of those who was there for a second, he thought he is not dead. None. And this guy, he's saying maybe the follower of Jesus, they gave him a drink. The Quran says none knows if he really, none of them think he was not him. It appeared to be him. According to Muhammad's story, Allah made someone look in the likeness of Jesus. So obviously you are saying, you know, Muhammad and his followers are a bunch of liars, and the Ahmadiyya in India, they are the one who knows. Someone who came not only 600 years after Jesus, he came 2,000 years after Jesus. He know what happened to Jesus. And he come to us with the maybe story. You know, maybe you remind me of Harun Yahya. You can read my book about Harun Yahya, the liar. All the miracles of the Quran start with maybe. Maybe Allah he mean, like what? Maybe? Do he mean or he maybe mean? And when I say that Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, he was married for 3 years, you said it's a metaphorical. You know what metaphorical? Show me. Can you show me? I want to read the script. Post it in the front of the room. And everybody will laugh at you. Because Ahmadiyya are the best liars ever. They think nobody knows, nobody read their books. What the point of saying that Jesus was not crucified? The one who was able to raise people from death, why he will not be able to raise himself from death? You see, the Muslims believe that Jesus, he raised people from death, so which means he have a power over death. And the funny, he said it's logical. It's not logical to believe he was crucified. Why is not logical? Like why is not logical? A guy, they put him in the cross. They put nails in his hands and his feet, and they put an arrow in his stomach, and the blood came out. Like, do you think they were just making a cut? Like, making a tattoo? They shoot the arrow to kill him. And after all of this, maybe he gave him a drink. Maybe they gave him vodka. So Jesus, he drank the vodka. And I'm dead. Okay. And now the people, they took him down. And then Jesus, after that, I'm now okay. Man, what was have a drink? I have a headache. Man, who gave me the drink? That drink, right? Actually, they gave him the vinegar just to make fun of him. He is thirsty. He wants water. Instead of giving him, it was not really a drink. It was something to like. It's not good, you know. So you see the logic of those Ahmadiyya is very funny. They try to play with words, and when you put them in the corner, they say it's a metaphorical. It is what? Metaphorical. Everything in their religion is a metaphorical, which means you cannot really corner them, because anything, you know, I say shoes, it's a metaphorical, it's not shoes. Like we said, he was married for 3 years. He said it's a metaphorical of Mary. What he have to do with Mary anyway? What do you mean I was like Mary for 3 years? What do you mean? Where do you get the story of Mary for 3 years anyway? Like, can you show me where you get this story from? Guys, Mary was in a problem for 3 years. What is that? What is that problem? Mary, she designated herself to God for 3 years. Where do you get this from? What 3 years? Can you show me where you get the reference? It's nothing but a fabrication. You know, one of the things Ahmad Mirza, he said, it is a habit of Allah. It's a habit, guys, habit. You see, Allah is like a boyfriend. It's a habit of Allah with me that he tell me about the coming of the money and the gifts before I receive it, by inspiration on the dream. And I receive many kind of inspiration like that for more than 50,000 inspiration. Like, just wait. This is mean that Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, he received more than 50,000 money as gifts. 50,000 times, not $50,000. This guy, he became a billionaire. Allah, he inspired him not about what happened to Jesus. He inspired him about the money will come to him. And it is a habit of Allah to tell me about money will come to me as a gift. And the number of those gifts I receive, or the inspiration of gift I receive, exceed more than 50,000 times. Obviously, this guy, when the Ahmadiyya says this guy is the Messiah, this guy is a scam. Christians in the room, did Jesus ever get paid for anything he did? Did Jesus get paid for anything? Did he receive any gifts? Did he get gifts? How we can talk about this guy to say he is Jesus? Obviously, this guy is a scam. He is about money. God, he inspire him about money he will receive. Christ never asked for any. He raised people from death for free. He saved the sick for free. He never took money. He never took wages. He never asked for wages. Actually, he said, for free you took, for free you give. I mean to that. Everything you do it for free. You don't ask for a return. This is the whole idea of the teaching of Jesus. In the other hand, we have Ahmad Mirza, who Allah, it's a habit of Allah. Inspiration coming, guys. Hello. Listen to it. This is Allah from India speaking to you. Listen to me carefully. Tomorrow by 11 o'clock, you are going to receive $200 from Dada. He will pay for your tooth. Thank you very much. MashaAllah, I just received inspiration that Jada, she was going to give me $200 to pay for my new shoes. Tililim, 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 tililim. Hello, Christian Prince. This is Dr. Zakir Naik. I am the Secretary of Allah. I want to inform you that tomorrow you are going to receive $800 as a gift from Calavera. And it's going to come in a hard copy, which means it's not a tech. Don't ever take a tech. Take cash only. Don't trust the scammers. Thank you, Allah. 50,000 times Allah inspire him about gift or receiving. Unbelievable. And you know, the funny that the Messiah of India, he worked for Her Majesty the Queen in the post office. He was employee, the Messiah. You know what? The Messiah who can raise people from death. He was employee of Her Majesty the Queen. And not only that. There is one of the story about Mirza. That he forbid drinking wine, but he drink vodka. He made vodka by himself, and it is halal. In Arabic we call it araq. It's the same as vodka actually. Now, where Ahmad Mirza he got that wine is haram and vodka is halal? You know, it's amazing how someone he can create a cult. All of us we know. I spoke about this before. The British intelligence, they are the one who created Ahmad Mirza Ghulam. Anyone knows why? What is the reason Ahmad Mirza Ghulam was created? Who knows? Why the British intelligence they created him? I mean his cult. No one know? The Muslims were rejecting the kuffar. So they wanted to create a new Islamic cult which is not about jihad, will not go against the British intelligence or the British army. They will not resist them. They can control the Islamic area forever. So they created Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, who is against jihad. A peaceful version of Islam. No war, no killing, no jihad, no fighting the British. This is why his followers, they don't fight the British people. And this is why they've been beloved by the British people. Supported, protected. And actually, maybe many of you do not know that the Mirza, the Ahmadiyya, they have a huge, big center in Israel. In Israel, they are very welcome. You know, the Israeli, they welcome really big, welcome them big deal. Why? Because simply, the same as the British intelligence, they hope that this sect will spread and more Muslims will join it, and then more peace will happen, because those are just another cult like Islam, but they are a version of it which is not going to go violence and commit suicide bombing and etc. This is why many Western government actually they sponsor this cult. And you know, the actually Israel or whatever occupation, they wish all the Muslims will turn to be Ahmadiyya in 1 second. However, I believe strongly that Ahmadiyya are no different from the Muslims. You see, Ahmad Mirza Ghulam is a scam. So when he is weak, he needed the British people, but if he gets strong really, then he will say, oh, I was at that time, etc. It's a metaphorical thing, but we have to go and do jihad now. So when they are, you know, let us say, weak, they are peaceful. But this is the case for all Muslims. Isn't Muhammad, he was peaceful when he was weak? When he got strong, then he wanna kill everybody. And this is exactly what the case of Ahmadiyya. So they might look like they are peaceful people now, you know, but because they are weak. If they get to be the majority, then you will see what they can do. You will not know really the real color of this group until they became the majority. Uh, Dialogues, your mic.
Well, thank you very much. I don't agree with a lot of what you said, but I will agree with one thing, that the more people join it, the more peace will take place. And this is a messianic prophecy that will be fulfilled when this happens. But with regards to this arrow, let us go back to the crucifixion, because the real topic we are supposed to be debating is the crucifixion. You said they used an arrow and they hit Jesus in the chest, but actually it was a spear thrust, not an arrow. It was a spear, and it was thrust in his side. Now it doesn't say his chest. It says it was thrust in his side. Now you alleged that only in dead men water will come out from their body, but actually medics, they know, the doctors, they know that dead men don't bleed. Dead men do not bleed because the blood starts to congeal immediately or very soon after death, in a matter of seconds. So dead men don't bleed, and blood and water gushing out is actually a sign of life, not a sign of death. So you made an error of judgment in that regard. Now, as regards the nails that you were talking about,
Am I heard? Dialogues. Just to show everybody that you are really a liar. Uh, if somebody dead for long, then there's no blood will come. If he's dead for long, this is a person. They are confirming his death. So let us assume that he was not dead, as you said. The Bible confirmed that the blood and water came out. According to science, water only come from someone is dead, not from someone is alive. However, you can provide right now a link for what you are saying to prove me wrong. Feel free, no problem. All right? But this is mean that Jesus was crucified. This is number one. There's nails in his hands. There's nails in his feet. And you said a spear, no problem. This is correct, actually. For me, I'm just using my English skills when I said an arrow. Uh, they use a spear. What is the difference between an arrow and a spear? Spear actually is bigger and more harmful. Correct, guys? Arrow is something small. Spear is a machine to make a big hole in the body. So it's not something small. Arrow is going to be small due to the nature of this tool. So a spear is something big, and it's going to make a bigger hole in the body. Now, after all of this, still Jesus is alive for you. And there's no reason to say such a thing. There's nobody said that Jesus was alive. The Bible confirmed his death. None of his followers says, we took Jesus, he was okay, and we took him, etc. There's no need to say all those stories, especially if Jesus already he run away and he's far. Correct, guys? Actually, if Jesus want to run away from the cross, he can run away before they come. He know what time they will come to him. He know what time. Actually, he know even who is the one who will who will betray him. Is that correct, guys? He know everything will happen. So why this is drama for? He can just go and run. He can run away a week before they come to him. He can move to different city, to different country. So all is a fabrication with no proof. So all what you are saying now to us is maybe. However, the Quran confirms something very important, that we saw him in the cross. It was made to appear to them. Who? Everybody. The Quran never said that some of his followers, they know he is not dead. The Quran doesn't say only certain people they thought he is dead. It says it made to appear to them. And all the Islamic stories confirm that. So when the Christians, they say we saw Jesus on the cross, they are not lying, because the Quran even confirming that there was Jesus on the cross. He was crucified. And then the Quran confirmed that it was, yes, he was crucified, but it was someone in his likeness. None of the Muslim stories, actually, not even one, ever, said it was Jesus who was crucified, but he been taken down alive. This is only the fabrication of the Ahmadiyya, which a person who came 2,000 years after Jesus. So the Muslims who came 600 years after Jesus, they said it was someone in the likeness of Jesus. This is why the Quran used the word shubbiha lahum. Shubbiha lahum, what does that mean? You are reading the Islamic translation, which is not really accurate when you say English. The word shubbiha is the likeness of Jesus. The likeness of Jesus. It's not they only it made appear to them. No. They crucified the likeness of Jesus. And that matched with the story which Muslims they believe in, that someone looked like Jesus, he was crucified. Now, why the Muslims reject the crucifixion of Jesus anyway? Like, what would happen if Jesus, he was crucified for real, and he was resurrected for real? If the Muslims themselves, they believe that Jesus himself, he raised people from death. Correct, guys? We need to think about it. If the Muslim accept that Jesus, he can raise a human being who is dead for 3 days from the grave, why they cannot accept Jesus to be resurrected from the grave? What the reason? I don't see a reason. What the problem? Anyone see the problem? Like, what will happen? Even the Quran confirmed that the Jews, they killed many prophets. And as long Jesus is just one of those prophets, so why they cannot kill him? Why all the prophets was killed and Allah never saved them, but in the case of Jesus, Allah will save him? Simply because, as I said, Muhammad, he is following a cult which was exist in the Arabian Peninsula. You know, some of the Jews who were kicked out of Jerusalem after the Roman occupation. Like, you know, the Persian, they took Jerusalem in the year 614, and then the Roman, and actually there's a verse about it in the Quran, غُلِبَتُ الرُّوم, the Rome, they've been defeated and they will be victorious later in a few years. That's what the verse is saying. Actually, this was a verse, fabrication verse. Why? Because this verse came after the victory happened, you know, and I made a video about it. You can read it in my book anyway. However, when the Persian, they occupied Jerusalem, the Jews, they took the side of the Persian, and they killed a lot of Christians inside Jerusalem, and they burned their churches. So what the Roman did, who at that time was a Christian, when they enter Jerusalem again, they seek revenge from the Jews. So all the Jews, they fled out of Jerusalem for their safety. This is why they went all the way to Mecca. Why? Because in Mecca, the Romans have no authority. This is why you see, like, did you ask yourself why there is Jewish in Mecca? Why anyone want to go to Mecca anyway? It's a dead land. Simply they are seeking the land where nobody can be there from the Roman. Alright? So those Jews, they are the one who carry with them this story, because for them they did not believe how Jesus, he was able to come back from death. We killed him. This is what the Quran says actually. Guys, the Quran says we killed him. Right? The Quran says we killed him. So what the Jews confirmed? The Jews themselves, who hate Jesus supposedly, they confirm that they killed him. Now why the Jews, they will say we'll kill him, and when they are not sure? If they are not sure. So according to the Muslims, or this Abdul here, God, he is a scammer. He is a false God. He is a liar. He did scam the Jews. He made them believe that Jesus was crucified, but Allah the liar, he was playing games with the Jews, and it was someone else, not Jesus. Or in the other scenario, which this guy is saying, Allah, uh, he did not make Jesus die. He make him survive. And actually, just he came with a new story. He said maybe that those people, the friends of Jesus, they gave him a drink which make him appear to be dead. All right. So do you see now how many scenario? Maybe Jesus did not die, and it was a drink they gave him to make him appear to be dead. Maybe it was the likeness of Jesus. Maybe it was, Allah, he made someone take the look of Jesus. Maybe Allah, he made someone look like Jesus to punish him. And maybe Jesus, he asked one of his followers, who want to take my look, as the story of Ibn Kathir? Who want to take my look? So all those maybe stories have nothing to do with any proofs or any reference except maybe. And the funny guys, Muslims, they say to you, do you know that the earlier Bible was written 60 years after Jesus? 60 years after Jesus. How you can accept that? By the way, the Quran, they have it today. According to studies, the older version of it is 300 years and nobody can find it. Nobody knows where it is, even the original one. 300 years after Muhammad. However, 60 years after Jesus is a problem. But then after 600 years of everybody believing in Jesus' crucifixion, Abdul, his name is Muhammad, and then another Abdul, who come 2,000 years after. Like how many thousand years? 2,000 years after, to say to us, I wasn't crucified, I was in the bus. Now I want to ask you dialogues. Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, when he ran from the cross alive, what happened? Where he go? What happened? Where he was hiding all those years? 2,000 years. Guys, do you like to know? People, do you like to know? If you read the verse with me in the Quran, it says, surely, and they are saying, surely we have killed the Messiah. What they are saying? Surely. Do you see it? That's what the Quran is saying. So now we have the Jews' word who hated Jesus, and they said, surely we killed him. Then we have Allah's word, he's saying it was the likeness of him. But it appeared to them. You know, the fact in Arabic it's more clear, but no problem, even with the translation, you know, it's clear, evident that the Jews confirm that they killed him. Now I want to give you the question again, dialogues, and I want to ask you, please answer me. Let us say, for the sake of argument, what you said is true. Jesus was not crucified. What happened after that? Anyone is recording this argument, guys? Any one of you is recording? All right, I would like to see it in YouTube, please. You can send it to me later. Dialogues. What happened to Jesus after he was saved from the cross according to your logic, your mind? Where he went? What happened? 2,000 years, what happened to him?
Okay, thank you very much for passing the mic on to me. I will try to answer your question, but you spoke for maybe about 10 minutes, and then I spoke for about 30 seconds, and then you dotted me, and then you spoke for another 10 minutes and said a lot of things and asked a lot of questions. I will try to answer your questions, but keep in mind that initially when we started this debate, you said that you would speak for 1 minute and I would speak for 2 minutes. This is how you started, but try to abide by your assertion, your promise that you made. Now, I will answer your question, although that is going away from the topic that we were discussing. But since you've asked me this question, I will answer it. Jesus said in John chapter 10 verse 16 that I have other sheep that are not of this fold, and I will go to them, and they will hearken my voice, and there will be one flock and one shepherd. he was referring to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. There were 12 tribes of Israel, and 10 tribes had been taken into captivity about half a millennium before Christ by the Assyrians and the Babylonians, and they had settled in Kashmir, Afghanistan, and those areas. And Jesus went to them to preach his gospel, his message to them, and they accepted his teachings. So this is what happened to Jesus after the attempted crucifixion in Judea had failed, and he survived.
Dialogue, sorry, I don't mean to disturb you, so hold on. Uh, what is the proof that Jesus went all the way to Kashmir? Do you have any reference? Any people saw him? Like, here we go, Jesus, he is going out of Jerusalem, which means this is 2,000 years ago. And then Jesus, he went all the way to Kashmir, and there is a Jewish tribe in Kashmir. Do you have any proof and reference of those Jewish who they are in Kashmir at that time, as you claim? And do you have a proof that Jesus appeared in Kashmir 2,000 years ago? You might.
Okay, peace be upon you. You dotted me again, but anyway, there is proof. There is proof because the people of Kashmir, they claim to be Israelites. If you ask the people of Kashmir, they claim that they are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And as regards the presence of Jesus there, there is a tomb of Jesus in Kashmir. And I'm going to give you a link. I'm going to put out a link in the room of the feet carvings of Jesus. I know the admin doesn't allow links, but I'm going to put a star before it. And if you click on that link, there is a feet carvings of Jesus beside this tomb, which serve as an identity to the person. And these feet carvings show crucifixion wounds on the feet. So I would suggest you click on this link and scroll a little bit down, and you will see the feet carvings where they show the nail wounds of Jesus's feet. So it is an identity marker to indicate to us that this tomb is the tomb of Jesus in Kashmir, India. Okay, so this is definitive proof that Jesus, peace be upon him, actually migrated from Judea to Kashmir, eventually settled in Kashmir and preached to the people there. But this is not the only proof. There are proofs in books of history about Jesus traveling to these parts and preaching to these people. And I can give you a link to an article which gives the historical references.
Peace upon you, brother. So Jesus, he went all the way to Kashmir, and now we have the footprint of his feet, which is very funny, because why there's a footprint of Jesus in Kashmir but not in Jerusalem? Like when Jesus, he walk in the floor, in the ground, he leave footprint everywhere. And guys, take a look at the picture and laugh. Now, you said that Jesus, he died there. He died there, right? Guys, did he say there? And there's a tomb for him? Did he say that? Okay. So now Jesus, he went to Kashmir, and then he died in Kashmir, and then how he come back alive again as Ahmad Mirza Ghulam? He did not go to heaven? He was in the grave? When he died, when he was in the grave, can you tell us a date, like how long after his crucifixion date Jesus he died? And what city he lived in? And what is the book he was teaching? And where is the reference? Just people, they say we are Jews. You know, people of Kashmir, they hate the Jews. They want to kill every Jew. Is that correct, guys? People of Kashmir, they want to kill every Jew they can meet. What are you talking about? They sing a song, says, Khaybar, Khaybar, Ya Yahud, Jayshu Muhammad, Sawfa Yahud. Oh, people of Khaybar, Khaybar, oh Yahud, which means the Jews, the army of Muhammad is going to come back. And you are telling me they are Jews? No problem. Now, when Jesus he went there and he died, how many years after the crucifixion it was, and what happened after that, and what he was teaching? What is the religion he was teaching? You might.
Welcome back, Christian Chicken, you Zionist people.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, when asked about the name of his religion, Jesus is reported to have said, "The name of my religion is love." Okay, the name of my religion is love, and I have suffered much in the land of the disbelievers, and they crucified me. They put me on a cross, and he suffered much because of that. So these are the nutshell of his teaching was.
Hold on. There. Sorry, sorry. I cannot resist really doubting you guys because we understand, guys. The religion of Jesus it was love. So he's not a Muslim. I thought Jesus is a Muslim. He did not teach jihad. He went to Kashmir and he was teaching the love. And he suffered in the cross. Like what happened? It's just a few wounds. You just said they gave him a drink and he was asleep. Guys, did he say they gave him a drink and he was asleep? Maybe. And then he woke up. Hey, there's nothing. Come on. And not only he's healthy, he was able to walk all the way to India, and wherever he stepped, he left, a footprint. I love my shoes, but they don't leave footprint. So he went all the way to India to teach love. Why he don't teach love in, And you mentioned to us that he said that I came to my sheep and my sheep they rejected me. I have sheep in different place. Or why it is Kashmir? Why it's Kashmir? Simply what the Bible says, that I came to the Jews rejected me, and my sheep is everybody in the world. Correct, guys? Like us. The Gentiles, those who they are not the believers. He came to the Jews rejected him. So he have sheep, and those sheep is everybody. This is why we are allowed to be Christian. The Jews, they have to be born from a Jewish mother and father, specifically mother first. So when you say Jesus, he went all the way to teach love, this is not the name of a religion. We never heard of it. We never heard of, he teach love, yes. Secondly, this cannot be Jesus the Muslim, because Jesus the Muslim, he is not about love. Islam is not about love. Like, can you find me in the Quran where Allah, he teach love? Because if Jesus was teaching love, according to you, and Allah is teaching jihad, and killing those who don't believe in Allah, and hate. Somebody post for us, guys, chapter 5, verse 14. Allah, he said in the Quran, I will spread hate and enmity between the Christians from now until judgment day. What Allah will spread? Hate and enmity. Between who? The Christians. Jesus, he want to spread love according to you. Obviously, Jesus has nothing to do with Allah. Because if he is from Allah, he should spread hate between the Christians, because this is the message of Allah. So you just prove to us, again, that the teaching of the Bible is accurate. Jesus, he teach love. He is about love. Therefore, he cannot be a Muslim prophet. Now, let us go back to the scenario you are talking about, the movie. Jesus, he went all the way to Kashmir. Why he did not stop in Syria? Syria, they are Aramaic. The Roman. What about Iran? They are in the way. But do you know how many countries he have to go through? All of them, they don't believe. Why he went all the way to Kashmir? Your mind. And again, please take a note. He went all the way to Kashmir. So my question now, why he went all the way to Kashmir? And then which year he died? All right? And how many years he was in the grave? And when he came back to resurrection? I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Can I just read out what somebody is stating in the text. This is ridiculous dialogues. You will never get your just say in this room, with this room owner dotting you at every one of your statements. So this is the situation, Christian Prince. You promised 1 minute you will speak.
Yeah, we are not talking about crucifixion no more. We are talking about the trip of Jesus to Kashmir. All what I'm saying, I'm doubting you to ask you more questions, correct, guys? I'm giving you the mic back because you are giving us story without details, so we are trying to get the details. Give us details, please. So don't cry, don't cry, all right? So I am keeping my promises. I'm not the one who's talking, it's you. I'm asking just questions. You are the one who's giving answers. So Jesus, he went all the way to Kashmir. Why he went to Kashmir? Why he did not stop in Syria? Why he did not stop for the Roman? Why he did not stop in Iran or the Persian? And India is far away. It's really far. Why he did not go to China? Why he stopped in Kashmir specifically? Secondly, what year he died? I hope you are taking notes, so I will not give you a dot because I want an answer for every one of those one by one. So, number one, why he went to Kashmir? There's any proof of people between those countries that said we saw Jesus the Messiah? Why he went to Kashmir? Which year he died? How many years he stayed in the grave? And when he was resurrected back as Ahmad Mirza Ghulam? Or let us say, after he was in the grave, did he go up to heaven? He come back? What happened? Give us details, Yuma.
Okay, well, you seem to have some misconceptions. We don't believe that Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, peace be upon him, is a reincarnation of Jesus, on whom be peace. We don't believe that. We believe that he came in the spirit and power of Jesus, just like John the Baptist came in the spirit and power of Elijah.
Just wait. You see, you are forcing me to dot you. Guys, did Ahmad Mirza Ghulam raise people from there? Did he say the spirit and the power of Jesus? Did he say that? Okay, this is the power of Jesus. Jesus, people touch him, they get healed. Your Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, he died from diarrhea. Diarrhea. So how he is the Messiah who have the power of Jesus? Let us say he is not Jesus exactly. He is, by the way, this is not what the Ahmad Mirza teach. He say, I am the Messiah. You are lying. He say clearly, I am the Messiah. He didn't say, I come with the power of the Messiah. Why he need to come with the power of the Messiah anyway? Who need that power? Like what for? Can God give him a power specifically, his power as a prophet of God? Why he need, like what? He took the power of the Messiah, he gave it to him. Hey Messiah, give me your power. Give me your spirit, give me your power. We are going to lend it to Mr. Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, and he will borrow it for some time, and then he will die by diarrhea after having your power. So Abdul, listen to me carefully. Can you give me a reference? It says that Ahmad Mirza Ghulam is not the Messiah according to the Ahmadiyya. Can you give me a proof of that? I want to see it. Your mind.
Well, we do not believe he is Jesus himself. He made that very clear that he was Mathil of Messiah.
Don't play games. He is the Mathil. Guys, he is the Mathil. He's the likeness. Show me the proof. He said many times, I am the Messiah. Is that true or I'm lying? Is it true that he said, I am the Messiah? Or he said, I am the like of the Messiah? Your mind.
He said, I am the promised Messiah who came in the likeness of Isa, in the likeness of Jesus.
Guys, did you hear? He said, I am the promised Messiah. How many Messiah there is? How many Messiah there is? There's only one Messiah. So when he claimed to be the Messiah, but he is not Isa, what does that mean? Who care about Isa anyway? Who is Isa? You just said that he said, I am the Messiah. Not only the Messiah, I am the promised Messiah. I want to ask you where you get this word, the promised Messiah, because he was speaking about all the prophecy, correct? Is that correct, guys? He said the promised Messiah. Is that correct? So where Ahmad Mirza he got that the idea or the belief that there's a promised Messiah? Where he got that from? You might.
Very simple, from Muslim sources. The Muslim sources, Muslim ahadith, talk about the appearance of a Messiah after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who would be different from the Jesus, the previous Messiah. This is in Sahih al-Bukhari, and I can give you the references. You want me to show you? Okay, give me a little bit of time. I will show you the references. No problem at all. No problem at all. Let me give you the references. The description of the different descriptions of Jesus, of the Messiah. One, the Messiah of the past, and two, the Messiah to come. So here is a reference about the Miraj. You know the Miraj? Well, here is a reference from the Miraj that I saw Jesus, Moses, and Abraham. Jesus had a reddish complexion, curly hair, and a wide chest. And then here is the description of the Messiah to come in the future. While I was asleep circumambulating the Kaaba in my dream, suddenly I saw a man of brown complexion and lank hair walking between two men, and water dripping from his head. I asked, "Who is this?" The people said, "He is the son of Mary." Now, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had seen Jesus in the Miraj, so this was another Messiah whom he did not recognize. So when he saw him, he had a brown complexion and he had lank, straight hair, and he asked.
Abdul, just wait. Just wait. Guys, Muhammad, he went to heaven flying with his flying donkey, and then he saw someone there. He is a blonde guy with curly hair, all right? And he said, "Who is this guy?" They said to him, "This is the Messiah." Okay. My question for you was, where your Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, he said there is a promised Messiah. This is the same Messiah. The hadith did not say this is different Messiah, this is a fake Messiah, this is a copy of the Messiah, this is a 3D print of the Messiah. The hadith says, he asked, "Who is this?" They said to him, "This is Isa, the son of Maryam," not someone, the son of Maryam. The son of Maryam, not a copy. You said that your Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, he said, "I am not Isa, I am a likeness of Isa. I am the promised Messiah." Now this is the Messiah. The Messiah in Islam is only one person. He is the son of Mary. Isa, the son of Mary. This is how Allah, he presented him. Never said there's a one Messiah, fake Messiah. Actually, there's a fake Messiah, the Dajjal, supposedly. The hadith you present to me, it says that Muhammad, he saw the Messiah, not someone, the promised Messiah or the different Messiah. Where do you get this from, Umar?
Well, as I was trying to explain to you, but you do not understand my explanation. There are two different descriptions of the Messiah. The Messiah of the past, who is Jesus, who has a reddish complexion and curly hair, and the Messiah of the future, who is not Jesus, who has a brown complexion, not a red complexion, and he has straight, lank hair. He does not have curly hair. So it is a prophecy about somebody to come in the future who would also be called the son of Mary, who would also be a Messiah, but he would be different, a different person, not the same person. That is what you did not understand, and that is what I tried to impress upon you, and I will give you the link that you can read for yourself on sunnah.com. Here is the link. Okay, so there are two different messiahs that the hadith talk about, and that is what he said, that I am the Messiah who was promised to come in the future, who was supposed to be a different Messiah, but he would be in the likeness of Jesus in some ways, not in every way, obviously, because he's a different person. Just like John the Baptist was not the same person as Elijah. Elijah was a different prophet. John the Baptist was a different person. He did not have the exact same personality as Elijah, but he came in the spirit and power of Elijah. So this is not a concept of reincarnation. So this is anyway the promised Messiah.
Dialogue, just wait. The hadith you gave me is stating that Muhammad, he saw a dream, and this was in the when he was on earth, not when he went to the heaven, right? He saw a dream. This is a dream, correct? Okay. So in this dream, he said he saw someone, and that one is a son of Mary. Do you agree? Just to show you how ignorant the Muslims are, guys. The hadith you gave me, you idiot, I'm not calling you names, by the way, I'm just calling you an idiot. This is for the false Messiah at Dajjal. This guy, he have a blocked eye, the right eye. This is the link you gave me, everybody saw it. And this is why I say Muslims are illiterate nation. They don't even read what they are talking about. So the hadith you gave me is about the false Messiah, the Antichrist, at Dajjal, not the real Messiah. Alright? Now, you are saying that the one with the red hair is the false Messiah, correct? Or the first one is the false Messiah? The curly hair is the false Messiah, correct? No problem. But this is about two Messiah, the false Messiah and the real Messiah. This is the Dajjal. This has nothing to do here with the coming Messiah who will be a different person. This person is the son of Mary, the true one. The one who is going to be Al-Awwal Dajjal is the one who will be a curly hair. Do you agree? Do you agree with that? So what does this have to do with our topic? Nothing. Simply you are talking about the false Messiah who is the Antichrist. The Christian, they call him Antichrist. The Muslim, they call him al-masih al-Dajjal. Maybe you mean that Ahmad Mirza Ghulam is the Masih al-Dajjal? Because here there is two Messiah. There is the true Messiah and there is a false Messiah. The true Messiah is the one is the son of Mary. Is Ahmad Mirza Ghulam the son of Mary? You're mine. No, I'm not the one who's confused. It's you. Let me post the hadith in front of everybody. Here we go. Here we go. Let me post it for everybody. Not only the link, I will post the hadith as it is, so people can read it in the screen. There is two Messiah, the false one at Dajjal, and the son of Mary. This is the true one. Alright? Now, what does this have to do with your topic? You're supposed to prove to me that there is a promised Messiah who is not Isa. But this is Isa, because he is the son of Mary. You're mine.
No, you are a bit confused, Christian Prince, because there are two hadith which I quoted. One, it talks about Jesus, Moses, and Abraham, and I will post that hadith in the text as well. The Prophet ﷺ said, I saw Moses, Jesus, and Abraham on the night of my ascension to the heavens. Jesus was of red complexion, curly hair, and a broad chest. Moses was of brown complexion.
Thank you for saying that, guys. Did you see him saying that Jesus have two different description? Did you hear him? Did you hear that? Did you hear it? Muhammad, he described Jesus twice. Each time have different description. What does that mean? It means Muhammad is a liar. Because still he's talking about the Messiah. He's not saying this is different Messiah. That is a proof that Muhammad is a scam. He cannot give the same description twice. Like, if you go to the police, you say, someone, he stole my car, and he was a black African, and he took it, and then he come back, you ask him again the question, you say, he was blue eyes, and he was redneck, and he was speaking like from Texas. Obviously, he is lying. Are we following, people? If I give a description for the same person twice, and each time I give different description, it means I am what? I'm a liar. It doesn't mean that this is different Messiah because he called him Messiah in the both cases. He said those are the Messiah, the son of Mary. Both of them, they are the son of Mary's. So how come here he is a brown and there he is a blonde? Like, hello? What happened? He went to the beach, Miami Beach, and he got some tan? Oh, the Messiah in heaven is just in the beach, is drinking beer, and he put eye sunglasses, and he got tan there, right? So obviously, this is why I stopped you, because this is a priceless moment. Prove to us that Muhammad is nothing but a scammer, because he is not saying this is a new Messiah. He is saying, I saw the Messiah. The Messiah. Do you see the word al-masih? Al-masih. It means, when you say the al in Arabic, it means a specific person, not any. You see, when I say I saw a man in English, it means I saw a man. It doesn't matter who is he, right? And no, a man will come to me, any man. But when you say the man, it means you are speaking about a specific person. This is exactly in Arabic the same. Al-Masih, it is a specific individual. He is called Al-Masih, not someone else. No one will replace him. Nobody can take him. This is why the Muslims are not allowed to call themselves Al-Masih. If a Muslim, he called himself Al-Masih, they will kill him. You can't call yourself Isa because you can be anyone whose name is Isa. But if you call yourself Al-Masih, you are claiming a title. Are we following, people? The second you say you are Al-Masih, you are claiming a title. You are not claiming a name. You are claiming a title. Like when you say I am God. Al-Masih is not a name. It's a that's why his name in the Quran is Isa Al-Masih. What his name is Isa. So what is Al-Masih? It's a title. So there is only one Messiah. Whoever claim it in Islam, he will be killed unless he is a true Messiah. Now, you just gave me that because there is two description, that means there's a new Messiah. However, Abdul, the new Messiah you mentioned, I will go with your theory, which is very funny, like a Mickey Mouse cartoon. The Messiah you mentioned, it was in the heaven. But you told us, what was his description? Can you type down? Can you type down again, please? Description, please. Description of the Messiah in the heaven. Derox, can you type it? Okay, thank you. Guys, this is the description of the Messiah in the heaven. Alright. Now, is that description fit with your Ahmad Mirza Ghulam? What happened? This is me, the third Messiah now. We have the first Messiah who was blonde, then the second Messiah who became brown, and then the third Messiah who became Ahmad Mirza Ghulam. Like, what happened? The Messiah, he is doing plastic surgery. Like, do you see, guys, that the madness of those people? It is not the Messiah. He have many look. This is James Bond, the Messiah. You are the one who's confused. I asked you, do this description fit with the Ahmad Mirza Ghulam? Like, if you are saying this is how Ahmad Mirza Ghulam look like, then I will get the point. Jesus was a red complex. He's a red head. Jesus is red head. I just saw a red head in the store. I don't like him. Man. Jesus is a redhead, and then he appeared in India as an Indian. Like, what happened, Jesus? Hey, Jesus, what happened? Uh, I like to be an Indian, and all my life I wanted to be an Indian because I like curry. By the way, I'm not making fun of the Indian, by the way. Don't take me wrong. I'm just talking about the stupid story, how those people, they live their madness and illusion. You are just giving me a story saying Jesus is a red-head person. And then Jesus, he was a brown in the ground. That makes sense, by the way. When you go to heaven, uh, you will get red, man. Like, come on. We remember the Quran says Allah will make everyone who enter the heaven white. يَوْمَ تَسْوَدُّ وُجُوهُ وَتَبْيَضُّ وُجُوهُ. So look like Allah don't like to make Jesus like white like everybody, so he decided to make him redhead. All right? Yeah, like Jesus is different. He's redhead. He's not just white, he will be a redhead. Now, you pointed this to show us that there's a different Messiah. Now, what does Messiah have to do with Ahmad Mirza Ghulam if this one doesn't look like Ahmad Mirza Ghulam? You're mine.
Okay, the description of the second Messiah, which is different, which I've posted in text now, a man of brown complexion and lank hair. This is a description of Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam. So this description, the second description of the Messiah to come in the future, who would be of brownish complexion or wheaten complexion, is what Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam was. So that is how the prophecy is fulfilled. A different Jesus, not the same Jesus of 2000 years ago.
Hold on, hold on. So are you saying that Ahmad Mirza Ghulam was in heaven? Are you saying he was in heaven? Because you are saying that this is Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, correct, guys? He's saying that this is Ahmad Mirza Ghulam. Are you saying that this Ahmad Mirza Ghulam was in heaven? Your mic. And by the way, you ignored something in your text, the one you post. It says there that he is a son of Mary. Is Ahmad Mirza Ghulam the son of Mary? I thought you said he is not Isa, correct, guys? This is the hadith you just posted to prove that this is Ahmad Mirza Ghulam. Everybody heard you saying that Ahmad Mirza Ghulam is not Isa. Correct, people? Did he say that? Did he say that? He said that Ahmad Mirza Ghulam is going to come with the spirit of Isa, or the spirit of the Messiah, and the power of the Messiah, but he don't claim to be the Messiah. But now what we see in this hadith you are posting is showing that this person is the son of Mary. So it's not about the spirit, it's not about a power, it's about a person who is a son of Mary. Now, is your Ahmad Mirza Ghulam is the son of Mary? Your mic? Go ahead. And this is the hadith you posted again.
Yes, I believe he is, in a metaphorical sense, not in a literal sense. So he's not a literal son of.
You know what? I am the son of Madonna in a metaphorical way, and I'm going to inherit all her billions. What are you talking about? What do you mean a metaphorical way, man? How somebody will be the son of Mary metaphorically? He is saying, and he asked them who are he. They said he is the son of Mary. Do you see there? They say he is the son of Mary metaphorically. What does son of Mary metaphorically mean? I want to know. Like, are you guys taking too much hashish? How he is the son of Mary in a metaphorical way? Explain to us. We are not smart. You are the intelligent Ahmadiyya. You're mine.
Okay, very simple indeed. Explain to me how John the Baptist was Elijah. Please explain that to me. Your mic.
Where it says that he is Elijah, where it says that he is Elijah. Show me. You're mine.
Yeah, it says he is the Elijah who was to come. And it's in the same sense I am saying he is the Messiah.
Pause the verse and I will show everybody that you are really a joker. Pause the verse so everybody can read and laugh. You're mine. Are they? Is it saying that he is really Elijah? Or you want to say to me this is a metaphorical? No, 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 no. There's nobody claim there it's a metaphorical. Pause the verse and people will see. When they say he is the son of Mary, it's not the same he is the like of Elijah. You are Elijah of today. You are the Messiah of of whatever. Like somebody is saying something about this person. Here we are talking about a person who is the son of Mary. Not like metaphorical way, because it cannot be metaphorical. He is a son of Mary. He is a person, and he is born from Mary. Let us say we have a guy come into this room today, and he is a hypocrite liar. So I say to him, you are Obama. That will be like, I mean something else. Everybody knows that he is not Obama, right? But when I say that you are the son of etc. person, it's mean you are the son of that person. I gave him a name, and then I gave him, he is born from who? He is the son of who? Not to insult, but to give details. This is what your prophet is doing. He is giving the name and the details. You're mine. He is the son of Mary. He asked, look guys what Muhammad he said. He asked, who is he? Who is this? What the people said? What the people said? He is the son of Mary. They did not even mention the word Messiah. He is the son of Mary. You're mine.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, here are two verses I'm going to post. Matthew 11, for all the prophets and the law prophesied until John, and if you care to accept it, or if you are willing to accept it, he himself is Elijah who was to come. And then Mark 9 verse 12, and he said to them, Elijah does come first to restore all things. And how is it written of the Son of Man, that he should suffer many things and be treated with contempt? But I tell you that Elijah has come, and they did to him whatever they pleased, as it is written of him. Your mic.
And who is that Elijah there? Is that verse speaking about Elijah he come in the time of Jesus? You're mine.
Yes, according to the scribes, Elijah was to come before the Messiah. And this is what the disciples said to Jesus, that why is it that the scribes say that Elijah must come first? Because if you go to Mark chapter 9 verse 11, this is the question. They asked Jesus, they asked him saying, why is it that the scribes say that Elijah must come first? And he said to them, Elijah does come first, before the Messiah.
So the Elijah he come first before the Messiah. He come first before the Messiah. For sure he come first before the Messiah. You're mine.
So now explain to the Jews how Elijah has come. Do the Jews believe that Elijah has come? Why did the Jews not accept that John the Baptist was the Elijah? Do they not have the same problem you are having? Exactly the same problem? Mike, free.
Abdul, first, John the Baptist is not Elijah. He is John the Baptist. You have your own understanding. Guys, somebody post for us the chapter, Matthew chapter 11, the one he's talking about, so everybody can read. We can read together. All right. He is choosing Matthew chapter 11, 13, 14, right? All right. Just to show you how Muslims they fabricate things, and especially Ahmadiyya, because the Ahmadiyya always try to use our Bible, which is not accepted by them, but suddenly they base all their religion based on in the Bible. Uh, when they ask him why John the Baptist, he was in jail, right? He was in jail. Uh, the Messiah, he sent a message to his apostles, and they are asking him, are you the one who is going to come, or we wait for someone else? The Messiah, he said, go and tell John the Baptist. He did not say go and tell Elijah. Go and tell John the Baptist, by what you saw and what you heard, or what you heard and what you saw, that here we go, the blind ones they see, and those who cannot walk they can walk, and those they are the lepers they are healed, and the one who cannot hear, like etc. And then the apostles of John uh, supposedly delivered the message to John, and they told him what happened, right? Then what we will see after that, and this is where like we go to where it's coming to the verse he is mentioning. I say to you, between all those who they are, let us say, born from women, no one is better than John the Baptist. But the lowest in the heaven, in the kingdom of God, is better than him. And since then, I'm just reading from my own, I'm trying to remember since then, John the Baptist, until now, or like there is no better than him since John the Baptist until now. And the kingdom of God is going to face a lot of attack by the evil one. And those who they are against it, or those who they are the wise one, they will be taken by force. And then he speak about the law of Moses, and then he speak about John again. And for me, I don't really even see where you come with the story of Elijah in Matthew 11. Anyone see Elijah, guys, of Matthew 11? Let me just open let me get my Bible. Take the mic, the dialogues, and tell me where we can find Elijah in Matthew. Your mic.
Well, let me clarify that according to the book of Malachi, Elijah was to return before the Christ.
Abdul, listen. You said you are the one who posed for me Matthew, correct? Did you post for me Matthew 11, 13, 14? Did you or someone else? And you are the one who posed the word Elijah there. And you said this is exists in Matthew 13, 11, 13, 14. Correct, guys? I'm going to copy your text. I'm going to post it again. This is your text. I'm copying your text as it is. Is that your text? Is that your text or my text? It is yours, right? You see your name next to it. All right. It says there, he himself is Elijah who was come to me. Correct? No camera, please. Well, you are the one who's posting that. Guys, did he post there the word Elijah? Okay. So who is that Elijah who was to come to me? You might.
Well, Christian Prince, come on now. It doesn't say come to me. It says he who was the Elijah who was to come. The Elijah who was to come before the Messiah, before the Christ. Elijah was to return a second time to the world before the Christ.
Yeah, but this is the true Elijah? Is it the same Elijah, or John is the one who will tell about my coming? Is John is the one who represent Elijah here, or he is the real Elijah? You might.
Well, he is not the real Elijah, just as Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi.
So what this topic have to do with our topic then? Guys, he is not the real Elijah. Did he say that John is a son of etc. and he is Elijah? No. Simply, he is saying that he is the same as Elijah. He is going to preach about me. He will come with the same message of Elijah. And he is preparing for my coming. In your prophet Hadith, he is saying this guy is the son of Maryam. He didn't even say this is the Messiah. Even the word Messiah is not mentioned. He said the son of Mary. Mary is not a prophet. Why he is saying he is the son of Mary if he is not the son of Mary? You want to tell me it's a metaphorical? Prove it. Because there is no need to be the son of Mary unless I am the son of Mary. He is. Who is he? Who is he? He is the son of Mary. How did the definition of him? He is the son of Mary. He is not someone else. So the verse you quote for us from the Bible had nothing to do with the story we are talking about, because simply you can say that one is a metaphorical, but in that case it's not a metaphorical. Prove it to me it's a metaphorical. He gave description for him, and then he asked, who is he? They said he is the son of Mary. How many the son of Mary there is? The mic is yours.
Christian Prince, stop trying to wriggle out of it. But I tell you that Elijah has come. Who was that Elijah? In Mark 9.
Well, this is not Elijah himself. You see, this is your understanding. You can say whatever you want. Still, this is not Elijah. This is John the Baptist. When your hadith says that this is the son of Mary, it's not the same when you compare between the verse in the Bible and the hadith where it says he is the son of Mary. Is a son of the same mother of John the Baptist, that will make him the same person. Correct, guys? If Elijah is born from the same parents of John the Baptist, that will make him exactly the same person. He is the same individual. John the Baptist is born from different family. So, when your prophet said he is the son of Mary, what he mean by that? You mind? He is not the son of Mary, it was fake? It was a fake description? You mind?
Well, Christian Prince, you're having the same problem which Nicodemus had when he could not understand what being born again means. You're having the same problem.
Here we go, Abdul, he want to tell us about Nicodemus. You see the Muslim Abdul, he knows about Nicodemus, but he cannot answer me. When you say he is the son of Mary, is that a real son of Mary or fake one? I want a clear answer. Muhammad, he saw someone, they told him he is the son of Mary. It was a fake? It was a lie? Because it's a metaphorical, it means he's a different person. And this is it's a lie, because he is not the son of Mary. You see, it doesn't say the power of Jesus. It doesn't say the likeness of Jesus. It doesn't say the likeness of Elijah, the power of Elijah. So, is it the son of Mary, or he is not the son of Mary? Very simple question. That Messiah, who your prophet, he saw him in the heaven, he is the son of Mary. He was really the son of Mary, or it was a lie? You might.
Well, Christian Prince, I think you get the point. You get my argument, but because it's a debate, you don't want to admit it. But it's really time for me to go to bed, and I think I've made my point. So thank you for the debate.
No, you did not make your point. Simply, there's no point you made. What you said to us, that there's a guy, his name is Muhammad. He gave description of Jesus the Christ twice, and each time, once he's dark, once he's blonde, which means Muhammad is a liar. Secondly, you said that Jesus, he came back as Ahmad Mirza Ghulam by the power and the spirit. And then you regret what you said, and you said, no, he is the Messiah who come back again. It's not by the power and the spirit no more. Because, and then you said that this is the son of Mary. So obviously, you people are very confused. You are carrying lies of your Muhammad, and you are trying to make it fit with the other liar, whose name is Ahmad Mirza Ghulam. And in order to do that, you come with the saying, it's a metaphorical. You know what? With the word metaphorical, I can make anyone fit. Metaphorical is a fit sentence for anything. I can make you Santa Claus by the metaphorical. I can make you the Messiah by metaphorical. I can make you the Satan by metaphorical. I can make you anything. So those people, by the way, the Ahmadiyya, they are very deceiving people, because they try to mix between the Bible, which is the reject, which is very funny. When they go to school, by the way, they study the Bible very well. Why? Because simply they try, the Ahmadiyya, their target is not to convert Muslims into Ahmadiyya. They are the same as Jehovah's Witnesses. They are followers of Satan. They target the true believers, not the false one. That's why you see the Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't come to a Muslim house trying to convert him to be Jehovah's Witness. They try to convert the Christians to fool them. So right away he quote for you. Well, Jesus, he said, John the Baptist is Elijah. This is speaking about the spirit of Elijah, the power of Elijah, and this is not speaking about Elijah as a person. John the Baptist is not Elijah. And nowhere in the Bible it says he is Elijah. They choose the translation which make him fit with them, or let us say to make it look like good for their interpretation. And then they try to play with that translation. They say to you, oh, Jesus says that he is the Elijah. And you know what? Even if he is, let us say he is, what does have to do with your story? We ask him where Ahmad Mirza Ghulam was all this time. He was the Messiah, right? Okay, he's born from a new woman now. Is his mother, her name is Mary? Or she is different woman? Obviously, Ahmad Mirza Ghulam is different man, born from different parents, born even from different ethnic group, even he speak different language. Now, do Ahmad Mirza Ghulam speak Aramaic? Too bad he left. Obviously, he don't. Question, how come Ahmad Mirza Ghulam, he forgot the language he used to teach with? Correct, guys? He forgot the language. Like, imagine I am all my life I'm speaking Arabic, and then I come back to you after whatever, and then I forget the language. I speak now gibberish. Maharati. Please don't go there. No, Jehovah's Witnesses are not more authentic than the Catholic. This is false. The Catholic are Christian like everybody. Anyone who thinks the Catholic are not Christians, he is just fooling himself. Because a Christian is someone, as you know, I'm not a Catholic, and I refuse many things they believe in. However, the Catholic are Christians like everybody because they believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. They believe in the crucifixion of Jesus. They believe in the salvation of Jesus. They believe that there's no salvation but by Jesus. They believe that he's coming back. They believe that there's no one can save us but the truth, which is and the life, which is Jesus himself. So whatever you want to say about the Catholic, you reject about them, still they are Christians.